Animals teach us to love without conditions, to give without conditions. Not for money, not for recognition. Just to love and give for the sake of loving and giving. Because nothing in this world will make us feel more whole than to love and give. Give yourself the gift of loving all living beings. Try your best for them. Make your heart complete.
He who is persevering, gentle, and patient shuns the company of men of cruel conduct and does no injury to living creatures gains if he constantly lives in that manner by controlling his organs and by liberality, heavenly bliss. Manusmriti, Hinduism.
With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace. Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.
Наші програми пропонуються на багатьох мовах. Будь ласка, завітайте suprememastertv.com /schedule і suprememastertv.com /BMD.
Also, be sure to follow us on our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Getter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Nico, Pinterest, Reddit, Substack, Telegram, Threads, TikTok, Truth Social, Tumblr, VK, and X, previously known as Twitter, in multiple languages by searching Supreme Master TV.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
When your vegan Algerian friend helps others switch to the beneficial vegan diet, praise their noble deed by saying, Anta Masdarun Ilhamin Lana Jami'an, meaning you are an inspiration to us all in Arabic, one of the Algeria's official languages. My name is Yasmin. The creative Algerian people appreciate your willingness to spread joy everywhere you go. May Allah bless you endlessly. Algeria is the largest country in Africa, stretching over 1,000 kilometers along the Mediterranean Sea. It boasts a picturesque landscape featuring the majestic Atlas Mountains and the stunning beauty of the world-renowned Sahara Desert. The Atlas Mountains, which run parallel to the coastline, are adorned with lush green valleys, gorges, and plateaus that offer breathtaking views. The Mediterranean coast has a pleasant year-round climate, which attracts a majority of the Algerian population. As a result, 90% of Algerians live in these 12% of the nation's land. The country is famous for its cherries and dates, but the Algerians are best known for their hospitality, which is highly valued among the locals. Algerian culture and traditions are rooted in the indigenous people with a blend of Arabian culture from sea voyages over the centuries. Music, dance, and other art forms reflect this diverse cultural heritage during cultural celebrations. The architectural heritage of Algeria, left by many kingdoms throughout Algerian history, has received high recognition from world enthusiasts. Seven of these sites have been designated as UNESCO Cultural Heritages of Humanity. Algiers, or Aljazair, the country's capital, is the most famous among these cultural sites. It is home to the world's tallest minaret, the Jama al-Jazair. It's been a pleasure to travel through uplifting Algeria with you, endearing viewers. May you always be surrounded by kind people who make your life a joy. For decades, Supreme Master Ching Hai Vegan has illuminated our world with her divine teachings. A fully enlightened master, she imparts the Kuan method of meditation to those desiring to immediately discover the God nature within to achieve in one lifetime eternal liberation from the cycle of transmigration. The Kuan method has been practiced by all enlightened masters, such as the worshipped world-honored one Shakyamuni Buddha, vegan, the worshipped Son of God Jesus Christ, vegetarian, the venerated master and philosopher Confucius, vegetarian, the venerated Lord Krishna, vegetarian, the venerated master and philosopher Lao Tzu, vegan, the venerated Lord Mahavira, vegan, the beloved Prophet Muhammad, vegetarian, peace be upon him, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, vegetarian, and many more. Supreme Master Ching Hai Vegan emphasizes that if we always remember God, render selfless service to others, and follow the laws of the universe, we will reach our highest potential as humans and truly understand our purpose on earth. An extraordinary living example of compassion, she lovingly and regularly sends material and financial assistance to refugees, the homeless, natural disaster victims, and others needing relief. Supreme Master Ching Hai Vegan receives love and recognition from various organizations, media, governments, individuals, and many awards such as the 2006 Gusi Peace Prize, considered the Nobel Peace Prize of the East, the World Spiritual Leadership Award in 1994, the Mahavir Award in 2008, February 22nd and October 25th, both proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day, an honorary citizen of the United States, etc., and has been honored throughout the years with numerous other awards and accolades for her outstanding philanthropic and humanitarian deeds. etc. We apologize for not being able to show many other awards and honors for lack of space and time. Supreme Master Ching Hai Vegan respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness. Wishing you the best. A true voice for our beautiful animal friends, Supreme Master Ching Hai Vegan promotes the peaceful, loving plant-based diet and envisions with humanity's awakening to the sacredness of all life, a tranquil and glorious all-vegan world where people of both animal and human kingdoms live in respectful harmony. Her initiatives included alternative living flyer distribution, the International Vegan Restaurants Loving Heart, vegan food companies, vegan fair products, Supreme Master Television, as well as writing and speaking to influential government and media leaders, participating in televised conferences on climate change, etc. Whether we are aware of it or not, her efforts have had an enormous influence on global awareness of the animal people-friendly lifestyle and how this benevolent way can bring lasting peace among nations while saving our planet from climate change and disasters. Supreme Master Ching Hai Vegan has traveled worldwide and held discourses with the public and her disciples on a variety of spiritual topics. We now invite you to watch the first part of Supreme Master Ching Hai's message entitled The Story of Mahakajhipa Vegan, Part 1 of 10, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on July 14th, 2024.
Hi there, all the beautiful souls that descended into this world to give benefits to all others, as many as you are capable, according to God's grace and God's will. I'm glad you are in this world, and I love you for that. And I thank you for that. Even if you do some little good to others, even though you think it's little, but it could mean the world to the receiver. At least your soul is pure, your heart is benevolent, as you are worshiping God, praising all the masters, and thanking all the noble souls who are doing God's will for the benefit of all. I'm glad you're here with me. Otherwise, I probably would have felt or would be still feeling very lonely on this planet, as we are kind of far away from home. Though it's not far, but because of physical space, it makes us feel that it's far. But as long as we meditate inside, we can always contact home or make a brief visit to some nearby neighborhood of our heavenly home. I want to ask you, please also help me to thank Mahakajhipa, because I don't think I thanked him enough. And I want to tell you his story so that some of you who don't know who he is would feel honored to know him. You see, Mahakajhipa was one of the foremost disciples of the Buddha when the world honored one was still alive. And he was named the ascetic number 1. Buddha had 10 foremost disciples, and some of them had the title, like Mahakajhipa is ascetic number 1. Maudalagayana is like magical power number 1. And the great Anand is good memory number 1. Yes. There are more. Sariputra is the wisest, for example. And according to a Buddhist legend, Mahakajhipa, the real Mahakajhipa, the monk, one of the foremost disciples of the Buddha, is still alive today on earth and meditating in a place, maybe a cave in a mountain, which is named Chicken Foot. Yes, so the one who had given me the Buddha Sarira, your sister wanted me to change the photo that they put on in the first place. They were not the ones that摩訶迦葉 gave me, so she wanted me to change it to the real photograph. I really want to see it now, but I'm kind of far. I couldn't get there quickly enough yet. Besides, I'm still in retreat. I don't want to go too far. I shouldn't. Once you are in retreat, you should be always in one place, as concentrated as possible in one place. Maybe you could be in the garden, but without seeing anybody and without letting anybody see you, so that you can harness all your power for some special purpose. Many people do retreat just to invigorate their energy and to harness all the power so that they can accomplish some task. Yesterday, I had a talk with my dog people. Sometimes it's telepathically only. Sometimes, if possible, by phone. And the dog people even know what I have revealed to you. I did not want to. I did not want to reveal it, what God made me. And after I revealed it to you, I asked God 3 more times whether or not it is the right thing to do, to reveal to you my real identity. Or if not, please let me delete these parts, because I don't know how people would react. And I also don't know how to react to their reaction. Yes, I just do not feel very comfortable talking directly, honestly, and openly like that about what I am. In this physical world, I'm just like you, but I'm connected with my highest self, and that is a different thing. Otherwise, I couldn't have enough power supply to do my work, which is a lot, and very, very heavy work. I want to tell you about Mahakashipa so that you know how great he is, even as a human, as a person, not to talk about a saint. He really is a saint. He kept his discipline. In Buddhism, you have 13 very strict disciplines which you have to adhere to in order to be called the best ascetic. Like you cannot eat after noon, and you eat only 1 time a day. You have only 3 layers of monks' robes, and you have to collect the discarded cloth on the street, in the cemetery, or in the garbage area where people throw things away, to make your own clothes. You can't wear new clothes. You can't buy new clothes. You can't accept clothes newly made for you. You do it yourself. You pick up clothes everywhere, wherever you can, and sew them together, one piece at a time, to make into good warm clothing to cover yourself with dignity. That's all you can have. And you have a baking bowl for going for alms, yeah? And take care of yourself once a day. And nowadays, still there are Hinayana monks who do the same or similar, but then they eat anything at all. They don't restrict themselves to veganism, which is a compassionate diet. Because in the beginning, some people just came and were not used to the vegan diet, so the Buddha allowed them 3 kinds of permissible animal people meat, like those animal people from whose flesh you're eating, you don't hear their cry when they die. Or an animal person that you know is not because of you that she is being killed. Or the animal people who die naturally or by accident or old age, somewhere in the forest or on the street. Then you can eat them. But later on, the Buddha said, you should not eat that anymore. And he emphasized that whoever eats animal people meat is not his disciple. And whoever eats meat, he is not that person's teacher as well.
At that time, Arya, or sage Mahamati, or great wisdom Bodhisattva Mahasattva, said to the Buddha, Bhagavan, or world-honored one, I see that in all worlds the wandering and births and deaths, the enlaced animosities, and the falling into evil paths are all caused by meat-eating and cyclical killing. Those behaviors increase greed and anger, and make living beings unable to escape from suffering. That is truly very painful. Mahamati, having heard my words, if any of my disciples does not honestly consider that, and still eats meat, we should know that he is of the Candela, or killer's lineage. He is not my disciple, and I am not his teacher. Therefore, Mahamati, if anyone wishes to be my relative, he should not eat any meat. The Lankavatara Sutra, Tripitaka, number 671.
And the Buddha was strictly vegan. Yeah, you can see some of the excerpts that I have expounded to you some years ago about that Buddha was a vegan, because he named silk, down, milk, eggs, leather boots, so anything to do with animal people you should not use, because it causes suffering anyway.
Bodhisattvas and pure monks walking on country paths will not even tread on living grasses, much less uproot them. How then can it be compassionate to gorge on other beings' blood and flesh? Monks who will not wear silks from the East, whether coarse or fine, who will not wear shoes or boots of leather, nor furs, nor birds down from our own country, and who will not consume milk, curds, or ghee, have truly freed themselves from the world. When they have paid their debts from previous lives, they will roam no longer through the three realms. Why? To wear parts of a being's body is to involve one's karma with that being, just as people have become bound to this earth by eating vegetables and grains. I can affirm that a person who neither eats the flesh of other beings, nor wears any part of the bodies of other beings, nor even thinks of eating or wearing these things, is a person who will gain liberation. What I have said is what Buddhas teach. Mara, the evil one, teaches otherwise. The Surangama Sutra.
Even if that animal person is not killed because of you, if you eat it, then people will have to kill another animal person to sell to other people who want to buy, because you have eaten that portion of animal people. So there's one person missing, one chicken person missing. So if somebody wants to buy, they have to kill another chicken person to sell to you, or to them. The Buddha taught compassion in all of the scriptures that he preached during his lifetime, which was many decades. So if a monk is supposed to follow the Buddha, he should adhere to compassion. That is normal. You do what your teachers do. Besides, it is should not do things. You should not kill others to sustain your life. Just like you wouldn't want to be killed to sustain other beings' life. You wouldn't be willing to be killed so that a tiger can be filled, huh? No. So similarly, a chicken, a cow, a pig, a goat person would not want to be killed to sustain your life, to fill your stomach.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist To learn more about her compassionate life and teachings, please visit suprememastertv.com/master.
Peace is happening around our world.
Peace News number 67 of many and counting.
There are many countries promoting peace and fostering amity among peoples and governments. Etc.
February 2024. In his inauguration speech, the President of Azerbaijan, His Excellency Ilham Aliyev, expresses his intent to continue reconciling with Armenia and states that they can resolve all issues without outside mediation. By creating peace, we all can make a loving, serene, and prosperous world.
Vegan can't reject the compassionate lifestyle.
Praiseworthy viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode entitled The Story of摩訶迦葉, Vegan, Part 1 of 10 on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is Living with Contentment in the Present, selections from the works of Pierre Gassendi, Vegetarian, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more constructive programming. May the time we spend in meditation bring you wisdom and clarity and expand your consciousness in Allah's grace.
Being vegan, having peace, heaven, Godspeed.